This is it, everybody. Clown makeup at the ready. Get that clown makeup ready, because it's time again for another Sony State of Play. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to XVI, and today we have got some confirmation of a rumour that popped up yesterday. So yesterday, Monday the 7th of March, we had a little rumour that popped up about a Sony State of Play. That the rumour itself was kind of vague. It said that the State of Play was planned potentially for sometime this week, but it could be delayed a week or two due to the global situation. I threw a little tweet out about it, as did a few other people. And then today we have got a State of Play confirmed for Wednesday the 9th of March. Now that is going to be at, I believe it's 10 PM GMT. It's like 2 PM Pacific time. I believe it's around that region. But yeah, it's 10 PM GMT definitely. So, you know, you can do your own maths from there. But there are some possibilities. Now, it's only going to be a short presentation. 20 minutes. So we're not going to get anything massive, I don't think. It's possible, but I doubt it. One of the big things that this could be regarding, or at least a section of this State of Play could be covering, is Project Spartacus, which is this new project that's kind of rumbling away in the background and is basically Sony's answer to Game Pass. It's going to be PS Plus and PS Now pretty much combined into one package. That's the general rumour. And yeah, there's a lot of speculation that that is potentially going to be something that we see about. However, with it saying that there is a focus on Japanese games coming from Japan, I don't know how likely that is, and I feel like if they were going to announce this Project Spartacus, I hope that's not what it ends up being called, Jesus. But if that ends up being something that they do announce, I feel like they'd give it an event of its own. I kind of feel like we'd get one of these 20-minute State of Plays, but it would be all Project Spartacus potentially. We'll see. We'll have to see how that pans out. Now, the next thing that it could be is there was another little rumour that rumbled along the other day. I believe it was 2 days ago, a day or two ago, something like that. And there was a leak that started popping around that Sony had acquired the rights to a Konami IP, a big Konami IP, and that they were going to continue developing games for that specific IP. Everyone's heads instantly went into, it's Metal Gear Solid, oh my god, it's Metal Gear Solid, oh wait, what if it's Silent Hill? What if it's anything else, Castlevania, things like that? And there was a little bit of chat about it. That's fake. That is a completely fake rumour. It's been debunked, basically. There's nothing going on there. So do not expect any kind of Konami IP being acquired by Sony. Complete nonsense. Now, the next thing that it could potentially be would be Forspoken, but no, we've just received an update that that's been delayed until October. So quite a substantial delay for Forspoken. So that pretty much guarantees that there's not really going to be anything for them to show us for Forspoken in this 20-minute thing. Which then leads us to the big things. Well, or at least the big things from our perspective. And that's anything Final Fantasy related. Now, there's a possibility that we'll get maybe something Stranger of Paradise-esque. It's very close to dropping. We'll probably see something Stranger of Paradise related though, even if we have had a final trailer, they just replay it. I think that will take up at least some of the time. But then we get to Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I've seen a few people saying, what if we get something remake related? I don't think so. I think it's extremely unlikely that we're going to get anything Final Fantasy VII Remake related. There's too much ground to cover before we get to Remake. Square Enix are still focusing on a lot of other games. They've got to get marketing in line for a lot of other games. I doubt that we'll get anything remake related. If we do, we might get a title, maybe the title of the game or something like that, but I wouldn't expect much. In fairness, I wouldn't expect anything at all. But we might get lucky, but I very much doubt we get anything remake related. I think the thing that would be most likely from Square Enix should be Final Fantasy XVI. It is possible. I'm not going to sit here and say we're definitely going to get something Final Fantasy XVI related, but it is possible. You know, we had all of last year where we were told we're going to get some news, we're going to get an update, we're going to get more Final Fantasy XVI. We got nothing. And then I believe it was very early January or very late December, we got that announcement from Yoshi P that things were delayed and pushed back, and they'd have more to tell us in spring. And spring is upon us. We've got like a week until spring kicks in. So you could technically consider March spring. I'm sure a lot of people do. So 16's a possibility. It would be a little bit disappointing if we don't get anything for 16, even just a progress update, something like that. just anything so we know where they're at with Final Fantasy XVI. It's possible we get a trailer. It's possible we get a release date. You never know. There are possibilities with Final Fantasy XVI. But again, we did just recently find out about that delay, and we don't know how much work they've done. And spring is not a short season. Spring lasts a good 2 or 3 months, so at any point in that timescale, we could get Final Fantasy XVI news, and this is right at the beginning of that timescale. So, possible, but not guaranteed. Possible. I'm like 50-50 on 16, whether we get something. And that leaves us with a couple of other possibilities. Something new, maybe. Well, newish. We did get the rumour of things like Final Fantasy IX Remake and Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster, but I think both of these, we've not heard anything about them. They're potentially not even going to come out on PlayStation, especially Tactics Remaster. I feel like that is 100% going to end up on the Switch. So yeah, I don't think we'll see anything Tactics Remaster. As for the Final Fantasy IX Remake, it'd be completely out of left field, and it'd just be adding another big expectation IP, because Final Fantasy IX's got a lot of fans, people would expect a lot, people would, expectations will be high, and that would just add to the list of Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy VII Remake. It would be a lot. So yeah, I think 16 is the most likely thing from a Final Fantasy fan perspective. But what about you? What do you think? Do you think we're going to get anything? Do you think we're probably going to be waiting until the summer, closer towards E3, something like that? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget, drop a like on the video, subscribe for future content, but more importantly than anything, have a great day.